into the pit now comes Eddie Cheever in 4th position. This is the first of the 2 Renault stops. Monsieur Tetou, there he is with his bald head and his earphones. Holds up on the other side of that board with 15 on it is 16, which is Eddie Cheever's number, so that he knows exactly where to stop. And out he goes, 12.6 seconds. Well, not a bad stop, but in these days of perfect pit stops, not all that brilliant a one. Nothing to be ashamed of, though. And Alain Prost now right up with Nelson Piquet, lap 39. I too am wondering why Piquet doesn't go in or isn't called in, because both he and Prost seem to be determined to hang on until the last possible moment.
Yes, likewise, quite right, Mike. I was criticising the team managers for not calling their men in, but the driver's perfectly liberty to turn right and come into the pits of his own accord, and probably should do. He should, of course, always warm his pit, and there's Ferrari in the pits, René Arnoux making his stop, and a very, very good one in 10 seconds. So Ferrari have, as you say, Murray, the blue perfect stop. 10 seconds for René Arnoux, and he's very much in this race.
Well, you don't need me to say anything about Prost. Is he going through now? No, once again, Nelson Piquet shuts the door in his face at the chicane, and surely they're coming in this lap.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if they stay out there much longer, that when they've done their stops, they'll find that René Arnoux is in the lead, because he was only 4 or 5 seconds behind these two when he came into the pits. He's made a very fast stop, and if they keep going, soldiering around there as slowly as they're going at the moment, Arnoux is going to catch some on the road, and they'll be very pushed to get in and stop tonight again and still be in front of René.
Now, is this the point where Alain Prost, as they go into lap 41, takes the lead from Nelson Piquet in the 72-lap race? Is he going to push through on braking it? No. Across his bows, holding the racing line, goes the very determined Nelson Piquet, who is really hanging on by his eyelashes now, no doubt about it. But Prost must be pretty relaxed.
I just don't understand Piquet's thinking. Why doesn't he come into the pits? He's got his own brain. He should, of course, signal the team to warn them 1 lap before, but he could signal them now and come in the next lap. What is the matter with him?
What is the matter with Eddie Cheever? He's already been in and made his pit stop, and here he is again, and he's been signalled to go out again. So obviously the Renault people are expecting Alain Prost to come in, if not this lap, then the next one. So will that give Nelson Piquet the opportunity to build up enough of a lead? I very much doubt it.
Most extraordinary thing, I think Cheever came into the pits for a social visit, because he didn't stop and discuss anything.
Riccardo Patrese making the first Brabham stop in 4th position, because Eddie Cheever, don't forget, has been into the pits. So now, as we look at the continuing battle for the lead, with neither Piquet nor Prost showing the slightest inclination, and Cheever is out of the race on lap 42, no, lap 41 as far as Cheever is concerned, and Prost and Piquet come together, and off goes Piquet out of the race, and he will be, of course, mad with rage, and whether or not he's justified or not, I don't know, because until we see the replay, James, we won't be able to see who, if either, was at fault, but certainly Prost saw his opportunity.
Yes, and here we see the replay. Prost makes to come down the inside, which is a perfectly reasonable and legitimate thing. He's made his space. I can only see that, but you see Prost starts to lose, and Alain Prost in fact got carried away, and all sympathies to Nelson Piquet, because Prost in fact lost control of his car then. He'd left his braking too late, he locked up the back wheel, and that was very bad luck on Nelson Piquet, but it doesn't alter the fact that I can't understand why he was there in the first place, why he hadn't come into the pits to make his stop already. I just don't understand, because quite obviously Prost has got an advantage, and it may be that Prost has damaged his car, because the Tolman's now going back through.
Well, certainly it looks to me as though the right rear on Prost's car is shot, and he's going very slowly indeed. Is he going to go out of the race? Let's look at this replay again. Nelson Piquet moves over. Prost gets a full car length almost in front of him. The back slides, the front slides, and he couldn't possibly avoid Piquet. Then Prost is out of the Dutch Grand Prix. What an incredible development. Now on lap 43, Prost is out, having made contact with Nelson Piquet. Some people might say that that's rough justice, but for whatever reason, both of them out of the race.
Well, yes, and as Prost with broken suspension going in and crashing his car, but rough justice or not, it's just about winning the World Championship, because Alain Prost's mistake, and this is how you win World Championships, because Prost is having just so much luck this year, it's unbelievable, because of all the people, he took out his one rival, right, but with his own mistake, Prost caused the accident, he deserved to lose the race, and yet he hasn't lost the race at all in real terms. And here comes Patrick Tambay into the pits for his scheduled stop. We've seen Ferrari do it very quickly already, but really Prost is having so much luck because, as I say, he's taken out the one man who mattered, and it's terribly bad luck on Nelson Piquet. My sympathies really got him. And a fantastically fast stop again, but Tambay, as he gets away, still working quietly up to the field. He'd worked his way up to 5th place before the stop, but that was while Piquet and Prost were still in. So he's effectively up into 3rd on the road, and this now leaves René Arnoux with nothing much to do except quietly drive home.
And an astounding development behind as we watch the stricken Renault of Alain Prost being pulled away is that in 2nd place is John Watson. John Watson in the Ford Biz. Prost, a replay of Prost slewing off the course, all 4 wheels locked up, slam, bang, into the Armco, out of the race, and there is the disconsolate Alain, but as James has said, far less to worry about than he might have had, because having disposed of Nelson Piquet, that means to say that the position between them in the World Championship is unchanged, but it means to say that René Arnoux, who is now leading, is on his way to 42 points, and here's Watson coming into the pit. Let's have a look at how the McLaren mechanics deal with the man who is in 2nd place. Stop! There's the new gas jack in front. Up goes the front, the back has already done so, the second's ticking away. I told you they'd done it in 8 seconds, and what a super stop! No, John seems to be a bit slow getting away, but even so, it was only some 10 seconds, and there is René Arnoux, who we now see for the first time as the race leader.